We're on. Okay, couple of things. So, this is either going to sit well with people or not sit well with people, depends on how you would view me. First of all, I abhor violence. I think you guys know that about me. I am a kind, gentle person who abhors violence. Abhor. I love that term. I abhor it. And certainly violence against women is even more reprehensible. And in my life, I've never touched a woman in a violent way. But there's an ironic story that's coming your way. So, oftentimes, as my wife and I lay in our humble abode in our bed, I may oftentimes reach over and pull her close to me in a symbolic gesture of love. Certainly, there's no ulterior motive or ulterior motive. I don't even know what kind of motive it is, but there's no motive. It's just a grabbing and a pulling over and a symbolic gesture of communalism. And okay, I think you guys get the picture. So a couple days ago, we're up at my in-laws' house for the Father's Day. And it wasn't in-laws day, but I'm still up there, right? But anyway, that's a whole different side note. So we're up at the Father's Day at the in-laws house, and I notice my wife has bruising on her arm. Now let me go on the record, and state clearly that there is no ill will or intent towards my wife, only love and affection, as you guys know throughout my many loving videos I've posted over the years. So, I look at her arm and I'm like, holy F, honey, what happened to your arm? And she gives me the sly little wink like, yeah, that's when you pulled me over the other morning to give you a hug. We call it a hug for the kids in the room. Anyway, so I'm looking at her arm like, holy shit. And so is everybody else, by the way. So I'm sitting at a Father's Day brunch at my in-laws, bit of an irony there, and the whole room's looking at me like I'm freaking O.J. Simpson. And I get it. So I start, joking around about the lovemaking and the play and all this and that. And my wife decided to tell everybody she bumped into a wall. Okay, so, honey, no, you can't go with that excuse. So I want to emphatically state, A, not an abuser here. B, I'm a lover and a puller together. And C, why do you bruise so easily? So, as I sit there, and then I notice her mom pulls her aside, and it has the little, the talk. Okay, speaking of my lovely wife, she's calling right now. Would she call me if I were an abuser? I'm going to recommend a couple of things, fellas. No more with the grab and pull. The grab and pull, while not violent and symbolically a gesture of love, can often be misconstrued from a physical standpoint. So no more grab and pull. And secondarily, to my in-laws, I didn't touch anybody. And no, she didn't run into a wall. I grabbed her and I pulled her close to me to hug her. So I'm going to go on two fronts with that. A, no more hugging. I've taken hugging off the table. It's off the table with my wife. And B, wow. I mean, just the looks I got while pulling off what I thought was a spectacular Father's Day. So anyway, just a little food for thought. Now, a lot of you guys are saying out there, oh, you're an abuser. You grabbed your wife. Yeah, I grabbed her. I grabbed her to love her. So fault me for being a lover. But anyway, I'm just going to say to you people, try to be kinder. I don't know what Edward Scissorhands would do here. What would Edward Scissorhands do? Like cut her arm off? I don't even know. It's crazy. So, I'm not an abuser. I'm an amuser. I am an amuser, and I want to be remembered that way.